What's up, Ramsey Nation? Welcome to another video. This time we're checking out Gordon shocked by disgusting cafeteria food. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, hit that dislike button if you don't like cafeteria food. So either way I win, like or dislike, because no one likes cafeteria food. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and be sure to check out the subscribe star link in the description down below, because fair use is a joke. All right, with that, let's get right into the video. Now, I believe this video comes from the American version, and also I've seen a little bit of this, and I can tell you it's in 4:3, and the quality's not good, and I'm also going to turn it down just a little bit because I think the audio is kind of not good either. So let's see what we have.
Say your rosary before you walk out the door.
Shepherd's pie.
And remember, the bowl's hot.
Gotcha. And we had the shepherd's pie.
I'm gonna say the bowl's only hot because it just came out of the cleaner, but the food is gonna be cold. That's my prediction. Oh, and also it's not gonna be a shepherd's pie.
Besides that portion. I got 2/3 mash and 1/3 of greasy minced lamb. That's not the shepherd's pie I know.
So okay, he didn't mention the heat of it, but like that is like, again, why are you serving something this nasty looking? It doesn't even look appetizing at all. And like Gordon said, you have this nasty lamb on top of this nasty mashed potato mush in this. It's just all around bad. All around bad.
That's not the shepherd's pie I know.
Yeah. And I don't even know shepherd's pie. Oh.
Each and every one of those owners need to know what kind of shit is being served.
They're gonna say it's good. They're gonna say it's good.
He wants all three of you to taste the shit that you serve people.
They're gonna say it's good. They're gonna say it's good. They're gonna do it.
Like something you get in the cafeteria at college. It does suck.
Oh, wow. Wow. They say it does suck. So you saw it come out. You saw it leave your kitchen. And when it was leaving your kitchen, you said, say a prayer. Because you knew in the back of your mind that it was bad. Yet you still sent it out there. Because you're a lazy owner and you don't care. And you're not doing your due diligence in making sure that your customers get the best every time. It's an all-day job. It's an all-day job. But she's going to blame the chef. 9 times out of 10, that's what happens. 9 times out of 10, the chef blames the owner when they're both at fault.
It was like, hello? I think maybe I have like the palate of a 5-year-old or something. Obviously, we don't know anything.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. Oh my, what is with these tables? I didn't even notice this. This is like, is this a table for ants? Like, look at these. What is with this? This is not. If I walked in and I saw these tables, I'd be like, nah. No, I'm not eating here.
After a sampling of what has been referred to as
That's
hell,
barely a table.
a disappointed Chef Ramsay heads to the kitchen to meet the owner's 21-year-old niece and head chef, Danielle.
Okay, so 21-year-old. You got to be one good cook to be the head chef of a restaurant at 21. At least have some training throughout the years, right? Or you're doing simple dishes, hamburgers, hot dogs, I don't know, pizza, stuff like that. Not necessarily culinary masterpieces, right? But, if you're doing anything more complex than that, man, you really need to have some formal training, at least in restaurant stuff, right? phew, yeah, that's rough.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
So far, our kitchen seems decently sized, pretty good. I like how they have some Miller Lite up here, getting their drink on in the back of in the back.
You're the head chef?
Yeah.
Where did you study?
I actually have no formal experience.
Boom! That's the problem. Look, I have no problem with having young chefs. I think it's very important, and I think that they definitely can do it with the right, 21-year-old. Not every 21-year-old can do it, but I do think that you definitely need to take classes at some point, or at least bring in a successful chef or a successful restaurateur in while you're learning, learn the ropes and all that. And I guess they're finally doing that here, but you got to do that at the start. You can't do it once you're failing. It's just, it's too late. It's too late. You got to do it from the start. You got to have someone in there in that kitchen teaching you, especially if you're not planning on taking formal cooking classes.
So you're not even a trained chef?
No, not at all.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why did you come here as the head chef?
Just to help out the family, that's
Just
it.
to help out.
Just to help out. So again, not even a passion in cooking. That's not a recipe for delicious food.
This is not a career choice for me.
So then why did you say yes?
Is there anything on that menu that you've put on yourself personally, or is it the kind of shit you've inherited before you came here?
I haven't put anything on that
Nothing.
menu. Nothing.
Yeah, no, because she doesn't care.
Processing that crap.
Yes.
I can't blame you entirely, because you shouldn't even be cooking here.
Yep.
Yet you're forced to do it because of family reasons.
Yeah, so this gets into into a more complicated thing, but just because your family is asking you to do it doesn't mean you have to do it. Okay? You don't have to. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. And they should respect you enough to not put you in that position, because now they've put her in a position where she's failing and looks like a fool and probably feels stupid, every day, day in, day out. And they're not probably paying her enough and all that, because they, she's family, so she'll accept less and, all this stuff. But no, your time is worth something no matter what. They picked you. You, for some reason, said yes. You still deserve the full respect as an employee, not as a family member at that point. And it's really hard for families to differentiate. When they're in the restaurant, they're an employee. When they're at home, they're family. And if you can't make that difference, then don't do it. Don't do it. Nothing will tear a family apart faster than going into business with each other and not having that boundary and knowing those boundaries. It's very difficult. And Louis Rossman has a video called The Real F Word on his YouTube channel. Go check it out. I think it's a great video. I'll put it in the link, or if I can do one of those information things at the top, I'll do that. I'll try to remember all that, but go look up Louis Rossman, The Real F Word. It's a good one. So let's keep going.
But more importantly, you haven't even been given the chance to cook or to learn how to cook properly.
Yeah, right. It'd be one thing too if they had said, okay, we're gonna bring you on, but we're gonna teach you. You're gonna go through school. If you're gonna go through school, we're gonna pay for you to go through school to get proper training. It should only 6 months course or something like that, right? Like I don't think she would need major training if she's a good learner.
He's right about everything he said. So hopefully he just knows how to help us out.
Is there anything that we don't freeze here?
So honestly, like, if I was her, I'd be going to them like, hey, look, I tried to tell you this and you didn't listen, and now, like, I would feel very, vindicated, like, oh, I tried to warn you, and look, here we are. And I'm going to say to his question, everything is frozen.
There's your answer. The food is shit.
Yep.
God bless that critic. Spuddy Howe, right now, was being very kind, because the food is dreadful.
Yeah, you can't freeze everything. You have to have fresh food of some sort. And these restaurants think that it's so hard to do that, but it's just like you need to develop a menu that you can do that is fresh, that you can get orders in. You know, you can get orders in every day or every other day or every 2 days and have fresh ingredients that last, that are good. And quite honestly, I would rather have a restaurant that sells out too quickly due to high demand than having enough stuff but the quality is lower. That's just my opinion.
Okay, see you later.
See ya.
I'll be back. Unbelievable. Here, we've got a situation with a menu passed down from a bad chef to an inexperienced chef.
Okay, so I didn't know this. So she wasn't their first chef. And so the chef that they originally hired made this menu, which wasn't working. And so then they fired him. And then they hired her, whose family, and then didn't think to maybe go and change the menu or anything like that. If you're still using the old chef's recipes, the old chef's menu, and you get a new chef in, that's not going to change anything. That's not really a change. You're just changing who's making it. You're not changing the actual ingredients and how they're made and what's being made and what's being served. Like, that's so dumb. Like, I don't, like, how do you not see that?
And all 3 owners call it comfort food. It's frozen food, and I'm not confident about that at all.
Yeah, so frozen food is no different from, you know, a Stouffer's meal. I don't want to go to your restaurant and be served basically a Stouffer's lasagna. I don't want that. I don't care how flavorful you think it is, or if you call it fresh frozen, or, you know, you made it fresh and then you froze it. Like, no, that doesn't matter. It's still degrading the quality of the food. You know, it's not that hard to, you know, make a lasagna. There are ways to make a lasagna where it will last, you know, for the customer. You know, you can make it and then not cook all of it. And you could cook it, you know, in a certain way. Restaurants do it all the time. Or how about this? If you can't figure it out, don't serve that dish. If you have to freeze a dish and make a dish way in advance to even be able to serve it to your customer, don't do it. You need to be able to make it fresh right then, that day. You know, look, if you have to make it that morning, that's one thing, but don't freeze it. But don't have something where you have to freeze it and then make it. Like, it's going to degrade the quality. It's terrible. This whole situation here at this restaurant, it's not going to work. The owners need to change their minds. They don't know food. They obviously, like, don't know how to run a restaurant. And then they had a chef that was bad, and then didn't even really replace them because their recipes, their menu is still around. You just changed who's making it because you didn't like the personality of the one guy, which obviously he was a bad employee because he came up with these terrible dishes and was serving those terrible dishes. But, like, they didn't really change anything. So this one obviously is not going to turn out. This is not going to turn out. It's going to be a train wreck the whole time. So with that, that's this video of Ramsey reactions. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that dislike button if you don't like cafeteria food. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to get notified every time a new video goes live. And again, be sure to check out the subscribe star link down below, because what's fair use again? What is that? Who knows? All right, we'll see you in the next video.